For those of you who don't know, I am a YouTuber. I think I've reached the point in my level of popularity that I'm able to safely make criticisms about other people based on the way they act. That's right, in today's video we're going to be doing a bit of judging. We're going to be doing a bit of judging, we're going to be doing a bit of criticizing, and we're going to be doing a bit of tier list. So I have collected a bunch of different YouTubers and put them all into one little box and made them stand there for a while. Here's the list of guys. I only know some of these, like I don't know these guys at the bottom. I'm just going to be ranking the ones that I know. I tried to organize them into different categories as best as I could, but I don't think you guys really care about that, do you? You guys just want to see me make fun of people. I know what kind of people you are. To anybody who likes any of these YouTubers or doesn't like the YouTubers and I say something that you disagree with about them, don't take it personally. If you're one of the YouTubers in this video, first of all, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I need more famous people. If you're any of the ones that I like, please collab with me. So if you disagree with me, or if you're one of the people I say something bad about, don't take it personally. I'm not judging you as a person, I'm judging your channel. We're not going to be basing these people based on their character unless their character, like their personality, has something to do with how their channel is. Like if you're like Jack Doherty or something, like come on, just do better. Our first guy we got here is Mr. Beast. I'm sure you all know who that is. I'm gonna be putting Mr. Beast in C tier. I mean, he's not like, I guess he's not technically harmful. He's not really hurting anyone. He's done some kind of sketchy stuff. I just don't like this guy. Well, I don't not like Jimmy. I don't like their channel because it's about as formulaic and just like corporate as you can get with the channel, which I think goes against a lot of what YouTube's made for. Like it's meant for the smaller creators, the lower production stuff, to be able to get a good audience. This is just kind of like you're watching a reality TV show on YouTube, which, I mean, he has a reality TV show now on TV you can watch. I don't know, I feel like back when he was like, I don't know, smaller but still big, he was good. Shout out to anybody who watched Mr. Beast before he got like any kind of popularity. Like back when he was doing the worst intro videos. Those videos were funny because that was back when he had like no filter. He didn't have any brands sponsoring him. He was just bullying children with no mercy whatsoever. Been really surreal watching him grow from the guy who bullies kids to the guy who makes content for kids to the guy who has a goddamn TV show. Anyway, C tier, that's my Mr. Beast rant. Next up we got PewDiePie. To be honest, I never actually watched PewDiePie growing up. I kind of stayed away from it. I haven't really watched any of his recent videos either. I think I saw like maybe one. I'm gonna put him in B tier just above Mr. Beast because they both have similar levels of popularity, but I feel like PewDiePie is just, I don't know. I don't really have any opinion on him. I never watched him. The only things I really know him for are Bitch Lasagna. I think he made a Cocomelon diss track one time, and also the infamous bridge video. I mean, he seems to be doing pretty well for himself, other than, you know, the bridge video. I don't know much about any controversies he's been in. He just kind of seems like your average Let's Player. That's the only comment I'm gonna make on him. Nothing too good or nothing too bad to say, you know, aside from the bridge video. We have Markiplier. All right. This one I might need to think about for a moment. I'm gonna put Mark in A tier. He's a YouTuber who has really grown on me over the years. I didn't really like him back in like 2016 to like 2018, back when he was all like, Five Nights at Freddy's. I found him just annoying as a kid. I kind of avoided this channel. And like ever since like, I guess Una's Honest, his more recent videos, I feel like he's just different now. Like he's not as shouty and loud. I think he's like matured with his audience, you know? Like he's still, the videos are still goofy, but they're not like, they don't feel like they're made for little kids anymore, you know? He's also done like a lot of higher production stuff, like the With Markiplier series and the TV show he did. And also his podcast. I've been binge watching that podcast lately. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, his stuff's good now. I wouldn't put him in S. I want to put him in S tier, but I feel like, I don't know. I don't exactly know what would stop him from being an S tier YouTuber, but I feel like let's put him in A tier for now. Dan TDM, he is definitely going in S tier. This YouTube channel is the reason why I have a YouTube channel right now. If it wasn't for him, I probably would not be doing this. I'd probably be a fry cook at a McDonald's, or, you know, working an actual job that's real and requires a resume and stuff that normal people use. Maybe I should be ranking this guy lower. He's the reason I'm not on a job. It's all your fault, Dan. It's all your fault. Anyways, this guy's mod review videos back when he was playing Minecraft and stuff back in, when was that, like 2013, 2014? When I was in first grade. This was like the first YouTube where I actively like binge watched like subscribe to, you know? He also has not gotten into any kind of controversy like through his entire career, which is really impressive. I think his biggest controversy was he said a curse word on a live stream once. And when your biggest controversy is swearing, I think that's a good sign. This is the kind of creator you should want to be like, even if you're not a family-friendly YouTuber like he is. This is the kind of like clean slate, consistently big audience, you know? I saw him live once. I was in the same room as this man. I still can't believe that. Next up, we have Jacksepticeye. So I'm gonna be honest, I never really watched this guy's videos at all. And I feel kind of bad because like a lot of people grew up with him. I never really got into him. I'm not sure why. I want to put him on the same tier as Markiplier because I know like he's kind of in the same lane. And a lot of people grew up with him, just like a lot of people grew up with, you know, Dan or Markiplier or PewDiePie for that matter. I'm trying to think of a single video by him that I remember, but I can't really remember any. I mean, there's nothing really bad to say about him. I just can't think of much to say about him. He's an entertaining content creator, that's for sure. I remember the few videos I've seen by him I did like. Then we got Mumbo Jumbo, another YouTuber I've watched but could not remember a single video by. First off, I hear this guy's like super tall. Like how? Why am I shorter than you? It doesn't make sense. You're a Minecraft Redstone YouTuber. You shouldn't be that big. Seems like one of the better Minecraft YouTubers that's still like consistent and active today, so I'm gonna put him in A tier. Once again, I don't remember much of his videos, but I remember liking them somewhat, so that must mean he's good. He's also just very talented. Like I know he's able to build like some crazy contraptions just using Minecraft mechanics. I think he built a walking house once. That's just props to this guy for having such a huge brain. All right, let's stop glazing and let's go on. Popular MMOs. This one's gonna be a difficult one to rank. This guy and DNTDM were my two childhood Minecraft YouTubers that I wouldn't watch anyone else. He's kind of fallen off the deep end in recent years from what I've heard. Haven't really followed his controversies that much because I don't really care for that stuff. His Lucky Block videos though, I remember those. I remember some of those very specifically. Like when he would bring out all the mutant mobs. I want to put him in B tier because his old content was really good. Not so sure about his new stuff, but I'll put him there. Next we got Technoblade. First of all, rest in peace. I never really grew up watching his videos. I've seen a few of them. From what I know, it seems like this guy has like a very good personality for recording YouTube videos. Like he doesn't need to use edits or anything to catch your attention. He is just naturally good at being entertaining, which I respect. Because nowadays a lot of YouTubers are like, you can tell their whole gimmick is just trying to throw as much flashy shit in your face to get your attention. So I respect this guy's grind. Once again, I haven't seen that many of his videos, but I know he's good, so I'm gonna put him, I almost want to put him in S tier, but I feel like I don't know enough about him to put him there. Actually, out of respect for the guy, I'll put him in S tier, because I know he definitely deserves that spot, even if I don't know that for a fact, because I haven't seen many of his videos. I just know he belongs up there. Next we got Captain Sparkles. I really should start researching these guys before I do this video. Yeah, so Captain Sparkles, I haven't watched him that much. I know he hasn't gone into like any controversies, much like DanTDM. I only really know him from the Minecraft Combat Handbook that I have. Here we go. I know they quote him at some point here. Where is this guy? I know he appears in this book at some point. Oh man, you're making me look crazy. Where are you? Come on. Come on. Here he is, bro. He's in the Essential Handbook, not the Combat Handbook. I have every Minecraft handbook, by the way. Any of you ladies have any questions about any of you ladies have any questions about my Minecraft handbook, just hit me up. Anyways, that's all I really know him from. No controversies. I'll put him in A tier just cause Think Noodles. Okay, I know this guy. I think he was in a few DanTDM videos, but I mostly know him from his new stuff. It looks like just really content farmy brain rot stuff for kids. I don't know about you guys. He has like the what's it called, the Animoji thing, or it's like the cat, and he just reacts to videos on like YouTube Shorts now. Come on, man. You have such a big audience. You could be doing anything with your content. I'll put him in C tier because like it's not hurting anyone, but it's a bit weird. Mr. Stampy Cat. I'm embarrassed to say it, but I never watched this guy growing up. I always preferred DanTDM because I thought Stampy Cat was like, I don't know, I thought it was like too kiddie, which I don't know why I thought DanTDM would be. They're literally meant for the same audience. I don't know what I was thinking. Stampy himself hasn't gotten any controversies. I know there was one guy in his videos that did something pretty bad. I forgot what it was, but he himself hasn't done anything bad, so that's good. Be more like Stampy Cat. I'm gonna put him in A. I know there's people that are gonna get mad if I don't put him in S tier, but I'm gonna put him in A tier because I didn't personally care for him as a kid, but I know he meant a lot to a lot of people, and and his videos were very, very impactful in the Minecraft community. Next we got Corey Kenshin. All right. So on one hand, I love this guy's videos. He's always really entertaining. I like that he like includes little skits and stuff about the games he's playing, like in the At Dead of Night video when he did the commercial intro. That was pretty funny. But on the other hand, every now and then he'll just take a break for like a year or two straight without warning. Like this guy could die and we would think he's just going on one of his usual 2-year-long hiatuses. I think he's currently not on hiatus right now, I'm not sure. He just came out with a manga that I haven't read, but I'm interested in looking at that. His videos are entertaining though. S or A tier. You know, if it wasn't for the inconsistent videos, I'd put him in S tier, but I'm just gonna put him in A tier just because, you know, what the hell is this guy? I put myself on the list just because I want to review my own performance alongside these guys so I don't look like a massive egotist. Like, I'm not narcissistic or anything, you know, I can criticize myself too. Anyways, I want to put myself in S tier. No, seriously, let's talk about the SirSandman YouTube channel. I feel like lately, I haven't quite been getting burnt out. I've just gotten a bit tired. Like the whole making videos, like editing the videos, because I edit all my videos myself. I record them, I write them, I edit them. I'm like kind of the Tame Impala of YouTube, if you will. I feel like my quality has gotten not worse, just kind of not as good as it could be right now. Maybe if I did some collabs, that would improve the SirSandman content quality. It's definitely not on the same level as any of these YouTubers, but I'm gonna put myself in B tier. Like obviously I'm not better than like Mr. Beast and Think Noodles. I'm not on the same level in terms of like production as these guys, but I feel like, you know, B tier is fitting. I have the opportunity to be better than I am right now. We got Smosh. I'm gonna put Smosh in B tier also. I never personally cared for them, even like before and after they got bought out. Like I think now they're back to being independent, which good for them, but I was never crazy about their comedic style. I always found them kind of annoying. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up watching them like most people did. If I grew up watching them, I'm sure I'd put them higher, but I'm gonna put them in B tier because I just don't really find them that funny. Next up, we got Laserbeam. I know I left a comment on one of his Minecraft build challenge videos like 4 years ago. That keeps getting people replying to it now, and it's kind of annoying because the comment isn't really that funny, but people are acting like it's funny. It's PMing me O right now. PMing my O. Anyways, Laserbeam. I like his videos. His Fortnite videos back when they were still relevant were pretty good. I like those. Nowadays, I haven't actually seen his videos in a while. I'm gonna put him in B tier just because I don't remember much about him, but the things I do remember were good. I don't know if he's been in any controversies, but that's where we're putting him. Anthony Padilla of Smosh. I don't know if I said his name right. Padilla? The guy from Smosh. I like his solo stuff, like his series where he interviews stuff, or interviews people, not stuff. The series where he does the interviews is like very high production, entertaining. He's a good interviewer. Don't know about any of the other stuff. I haven't really seen it. I'm gonna put him in A tier. I remember he did an interview with Kane Pixels, who, just reminding y'all, is in my Steam friend list. The fact that he interviewed one of my friends on Steam is pretty cool. All right, next up we got Epic Rap Battles of History, easy S tier. If you've never seen Epic Rap Battles of History, you have to start now. This channel is just amazing. They've had a few misses recently, but mostly their videos are consistently really good. They've taught me a lot about history also. Like, they teach you stuff without feeling like it's an educational video. All of their songs are really well written, well produced. The videos are entertaining. It's just all around good stuff. Next we got Corridor Productions. Is that what they're called? Corridor Productions? Something like that. I like their videos a lot. A bunch of VFX guys. They made the really long lightsaber video and the really big laser gun video. They're just using their talent to make these really entertaining kinds of like what if videos they're just fun to watch. I don't know, S tier or A tier? I'm gonna put them in A tier. T-Series. Why did I put T-Series on here? I've never actually watched I think I've briefly seen a T-Series video before. All I know is that they're a faceless, nameless corporate enterprise. Shout out Epic Rap Battles of History for coming up with that bar. Yeah, T-Series, I don't know. I think they make music videos or something. I'm not quite sure. I want to put them in C tier. One spot below PewDiePie, as they should be. My knuckles didn't crack. I think I just lost aura. Shafe Productions. RIP to the 2 members of Shafe Productions who passed away in that car crash, first of all. I watched a lot of this guy's movie reviews back in, they're entertaining. I'm gonna put them in B tier. They're not quite on the same level as the A tier guys, but they're definitely not on the same level as the C tier guys, which I guess naturally puts them in B tier. Next we got, I think that's Moist Critical. Moist Critical is a hard one to judge. He's very consistent with his videos. They're all pretty much the same. He's a good guy to have on in the background when you do stuff. Like it's almost like you're watching a podcast, but I feel like as a video like that you'd watch, they get kind of boring. It's usually just mostly unedited footage of him talking about something. And you know, he has good takes and he's like entertaining enough to make it work, but sometimes it can just get a little dull watching him like just talking to the camera like this for like 2 hours straight. I like his the Moist Meter game review series. Those were fun. I'm gonna put him in B tier. Yeah, that's fitting. Actually, we got Cinema Sins. Okay. Yeah, Cinema Sins kind of fell off, didn't they? They were never really up at all. I think we just didn't realize at the time when they were at their height what they really were. Even when they were doing the actual like movie critiques and weren't just saying stuff, I feel like they were just really kind of annoying. Like imagine how annoying that would be if you had someone whose entire job was to just point out every little mistake you make in your work. It'd be like if Fletcher from Whiplash, except instead of threatening you, he just makes snarky comments the whole time. Dragging by 0.1 seconds. I hate that stupid forced laugh he does also. It's just really... Ugh, this guy pisses me off. I want to put him in F tier, but I feel like that's a bit harsh. I'm gonna put him in D tier. Next up, we got PackGod. I used to love PackGod's videos back when he was at his, I used to love PackGod's videos back when he was at his peak. In the now, I kind of agree with the general public when they say that he's corny. For me, it's mostly the presentation in his videos. Like he makes them all look like they're like an anime edit when he's really just shouting insults really fast about someone. I heard rumors that some of them were scripted. I'm not sure if that's true. But if they are, that's also that kind of makes him a bit more corny. Like you're staging a roast battle in which you make yourself look good. I don't know. I guess he's good at coming up with insults quickly on the fly. That is if he doesn't pre-plan every single roast battle he does. The one thing I do appreciate is he has responded well to like the criticisms and stuff. Like he hasn't been like an asshole about anything. I saw a video that was criticizing him and he gave a pretty good response to that. Seems like he's kind of playing up the corniness now, just I guess as a joke. I don't know, I haven't seen him recently. I'm gonna put him in D tier just because, you know, he's kind of corny. The Boys YouTube channel, not to be confused with The Boys TV show, the YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys remember those VR comedy channels where it was like the green guys. That's them, but in real life. I used to eat those videos up back in like, I think 2021 to 2022. I used to watch a lot of these YouTubers in that period. I don't watch YouTubers anymore. What's wrong with me? I think I've kind of grown out of them, but I can see why like they're still popular now. I like them because it felt like they, even though they like obviously were playing kind of characters for the videos, like it felt like you're watching real people, not just people acting goofy for the camera. Their videos were funny though. I liked the Breaking 100 Laws in 24 Hours video. That one was entertaining. I'm gonna put them in B for boys. I don't know why I said that like that. B for boys. Next we got Super Mario Logan. I'm gonna be honest, I was never crazy about this YouTube channel. I remember in elementary school, all the kids in my class were doing the why? Hey daddy. They were all doing their weird Jeffy impressions. I found it kind of annoying. I can see why people thought it was funny now, but back then I just, I don't know. I was too good for that. I was busy watching my Dan TDM and my Dan TDM. I was above that kind of nonsense. I also just had to replace like half the characters in the show with non-copyright versions. Kind of takes away from the charm when it's no longer Nintendo characters saying all that not kid-friendly stuff. I see the vision here, but I'm gonna put him in C tier. Next up, we got Memulous. I've been hearing a lot of people hate on this guy lately, and I can kind of see why, but I personally like his videos. I think it's mainly because back in the day, he was one of those channels that made all of their videos just bullying children, and it was funny back then, but nowadays it kind of feels like they're just punching down, you know? He was the type of guy who would be talking about like some random 9-year-old who posted a rap song, and he'd be like, right guys, so today I just found the most shit rapper of maybe all time. His newer videos are better though. I like his We Watch series. Like he's entertaining enough to pull off making reaction videos even if they do feel a bit low effort. He also does have the second channel, which kind of feels like a content farm where he spams Reddit videos. I'm gonna put him in B tier. Next up we got Xbox Addictions. My god. I think he goes by Xbox Plays now. because his old channel got taken down. This is another YouTuber who primarily profited off of bullying children. I love these videos, bro. Back when he did the Minecraft and the Fortnite stuff, where he would like bring a kid on to make them think Herobrine's in the server. I think nowadays his videos are like, he'll interview some of the people he bullied back in the day to see where they are now, and it's kind of cool to look back on. I'm gonna put him in A tier, but I'm gonna put him in the same tier as Memulus, because they're both kid bullying YouTubers. The genre of Days Gone By. Next up we have Boffy. I don't know if any of you guys know who that is, but I think he's one of the more underrated Minecraft YouTubers of our time. Even though he does have 1 million subscribers, but still. This is one of the only Minecraft YouTubers nowadays who I feel like they don't need flashy edits or like a weird, like happy-go-lucky personality to trick the algorithm into giving them views. He's just naturally entertaining to watch. He made a 3-hour-long Minecraft playthrough, and I saw the whole thing because it never got boring. Well, it got boring at some times, but you know, it's a 3-hour video. What can you do? It was still fun to watch. I even made a small collab with this guy at some point.
Shout out SirSandman for the $5 donation.
I'm going to put him in A tier. Yeah, A tier. One of the few YouTubers who I still consistently watch to this day. Next up we got, I think that's SMG4. SMG4 is one of those channels you would watch as a kid and then look back on and be like, why did I even think that was a good idea? He's for those of you who don't know, he would make all the Mario Gmod animations. I think much like SML, he's had to swap out all the characters for non-copyright versions because, you know, Nintendo. His videos just felt very much like band kid humor, which is what I used to think was funny back in the day, but now I have grown up. I don't want to put him in C tier, because I know there's some effort that goes into his stuff, but I don't know. I'll just put him in the same tier as SML. They're both Mario comedy YouTube channels that have S at the start of their name and have had to swap out their guys for non-copyright characters that we thought were funny back in the day, but weren't really that funny. Next we got Zaminations. This is the Minecraft animation channel, for those of you who don't know. They made that Fazbear and Friends series. They kind of become a content farm, I think, even though I did used to eat these videos up back in like 2021 to 2022. I know I keep referencing that like time frame in this video, but that's really at the height of my YouTube watching career. Yeah, they definitely became a content farm, even though they did make one video recently that I thought was pretty good. It was the 5th official episode of their FNAF series. I thought it was pretty entertaining. I don't know about you guys. It was like where Freddy comes back from the future and he tries to get the animatronics to kill everyone in order to stop the universe from exploding, but then that ends up being a lie and they just kill everyone for no reason. It was a pretty good watch. I would recommend it if you like that sort of thing. Other than that one video, they are still a content farm. I'm gonna put them in C tier because they are very talented. They're talented animators. They've made some cool stuff, but it is kind of cringe. I'll just go with C tier. C tier isn't bad anyways. That's just like the median. You know, if you're in C tier, if you're any of these people, you're not bad. You're just kind of the median, you know? Next we got Yo Mama. Once again, another YouTuber whose videos I used to eat up back in the day. I don't find the actual jokes funny, but the memes people make about this channel, like the Xbox Live thing, those are still kind of funny in my opinion. The actual channel itself was just really weird. It felt like they were just trend hopping half the time. They were like, Yo Mama, so fat, she is like huggy wuggy skibbity toilet. That's probably one of their videos now, I wouldn't be surprised. I want to put them in C. I don't want to put them in D tier, because I don't hate them. I don't hate any of these people. C tier. Next up we got Corpse Husband. I haven't personally seen any of his videos. I've just seen clips of him online and he seems like kind of a cornball. Like I'll see a clip of him online and he'll be like, "Good morning, kittens. It's bath time." I don't know who this channel is made for. Hopefully not children. I also remember he's made some music, which I wasn't crazy about. I'll put him in D tier, which I feel bad doing because I don't really know much about the guy. It's just from what I do know, it seems like kind of D tier activities. Next we got Logan Paul. Yeah, we're putting that guy in F tier. Next up we got Anthony Fantano, or the Needle Drop or whatever. He's had a lot of controversial opinions and a lot of people hate him for that, but I mean, he's a music reviewer. He's just doing his job. He's reviewing the music. He might not think the same thing of it from you, but that doesn't mean he's bad at reviewing music. I like his non-review videos where he's like where he talks about like the fans and stuff and like what they think. Those are kind of entertaining. I'll put them in B tier. Anthony, please review my album 8 Bar Prison. I would really appreciate that, please. Exploding TNT, oh my god. This is another YouTuber that was like my childhood. For those of you who don't know, this was the Pink Sheep Purple Shep guy. Yeah, I love those videos. Even if they were incredibly incredibly stupid.
Purple Shep does not think Purple Shep says it as much as Purple Shep.
Now that I think about it, his video, he was just kind of SML or whatever. He was kind of like SML, but for Minecraft. I'm gonna put him in B tier because his videos were kind of stupid, but they're very close to my heart. Next we got Let's Game It Out. I like this guy's videos, but I feel like his whole shtick is kind of getting old. Essentially what he does is he'll play like a tycoon game like Planet Coaster or like Astroneer or something, and he'll just try to break it or just play it as incorrectly as possible. And it was kind of funny for a while, but I feel like I've just grown out of it. I still like the video he made on that one truck game. I've rewatched that one a couple times, so it's pretty funny. I'll put him in B tier because he's still kind of entertaining to watch. He also sounds exactly like my English teacher, which is really off-putting. Next up, we got the Sidemen. I think this is like one of those, I don't know, what do you even call those? Like where it's like the groups of guys doing something. Like a bunch of those just started popping up like after a certain point. I don't know what to call them. Anyways, I like this channel. Their videos are funny. Not really much to say about them. I'm gonna put them in B tier because I'm not really invested in them, but I like watching them from time to time. Next we got Dream. I like this guy. Back when his whole thing was doing speed running, I used to like him. Now I just feel like he's getting kind of weird. I don't know, back before it came out that he was cheating and everything, I thought it was cool, like his videos and stuff, the manhunts. Now, I don't know, now that he's doing music and stuff, and I never really got into the whole SMP thing, but that also seemed kind of cringe. I also have heard that he's kind of like an egotist, but I can't verify that personally. I'm gonna put him in D tier. Next we got Tommy Innit. A lot of people hate on this guy. I think they're still looking back when he was in the Dream SMP, but I think he's grown a lot since then. I like his newer stuff a lot. I'm not like actively watching his videos, but every now and again I'll check on his channel, and it seems like he's doing pretty well for himself. Next up we have Jay Schlatt. I like his videos and I think he's funny, but I feel like they can get a bit repetitive sometimes. Like after you've seen the 100th 9/11 joke in like a row, it gets kind of old, but he's not a bad YouTuber. His Christmas album was really good. I thought I was shocked at how good of a singer he was. I'll put him up in B tier. Next we got Stupendium. I think this is one of the better like fan song creators out there. He does a good job at making them sound like actual songs and not just like I made this because it's a video game. Like there's the Doki Doki Literature Club song he did. It's a bit cringe, but you know, I see the vision. It has a good hook and it's catchy. I just can't see it the same after that one video of the guy dancing to it. He also made the one song about Spamton from Deltarune. I thought that one was pretty well written. That was a good watch. We're putting him in A tier. Next we got Vivzy Pop. Oof. I'm gonna ruffle some feathers with this one. I used to be very invested in Hell of a Boss for some reason. I feel like there's a lot of potential with this show. I just think the writing is a bit like mid. I think the main issue with that series is I thought it was kind of cool when it was about the demons, you know, killing people and stuff. But then they kind of turned it into like a rom-com towards the second series, and then I just kind of lost interest. And once again, this is a common complaint, but I feel like the writing definitely needs some work. Like they use an unnatural amount of swear words in these, and it just doesn't flow well, I feel like. But there's a lot of talented animators on here. The show doesn't look bad. It just needs better, I think, people on the writing team. I know people are gonna get mad at me if I put her in D tier, but if I put her in C tier, I feel like that's a bit too high of a placement. Vivzy Pop could never be on the same level as Yo Mama and SML. Fuck it, I'm going D tier. Next we got Gooseworks. I like Gooseworks' animations. I remember they made one in I forgot how long ago, called Little Runmo. That one was pretty good. I'm putting them in. These are very tough decisions here. I feel like I'm choosing whether or not these people live or die when I rank them. I'm going B tier. Good animations. Can't think of anything wrong with it. I guess they're just not very memorable because I can't remember much of many other Gooseworks animations other than the Lil Runmo one. Next we have Glitch Productions. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think SMG4 is on the team for this. SMG4 and Gooseworks I think are both working on this. They made what's it called, Amazing Digital Circus, which I wasn't personally crazy about. A lot of people thought it was cringe. A lot of good animators on the team here. I guess it's the same case with like Vivzy Pop. Like you just need some better writers, I think. I'm gonna put them one spot above Vizzy Pop. I think that's Jake Paul, but I'm not sure. I don't know who this guy is. I'm just gonna put them as a stand-in for Jake Paul. Apologies to this guy if you're not Jake Paul. We're gonna put him right next to Logan Paul in F tier. The Living Tombstone. My. If you live under a rock, these people made the Five Nights at Freddy's song and My Ordinary Life. Other than that, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on their other music, other than the Five Nights at Freddy's songs. I feel like they're a bit cringe. Like, I remember I listened to their album 01 back when it came out. It had a lot of good ideas. I think they just try too hard to sound cool when they don't need to. I think they need to definitely have someone else do the rap sections instead of Sam Haft, because he just does not have the right voice for that, I'm sorry. He's a good singer, it just sounds really, really not that great when he raps. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're trying to do a Linkin Park thing, but he just doesn't sound like imposing enough to have that sound, I guess. I'd say stick to singing, get someone else do the rapping, and it'll sound a lot better. These guys are hard to rank because they have a lot of good songs, but they also have a lot of misses. I guess objectively they're not that bad. I'll just put them in A tier because they did make up a lot of people's childhoods with that Five Nights at Freddy's song. They were in the movie. Next we got, I think that's JT Machinmia or JT Music or whoever. This is the guy you should have doing the rap sections, Living Tombstone. If you're watching this, have JT Machinmia do a rap section. This guy's definitely not on the same level of the Living Tombstone in terms of song quality, but just the nostalgia. I don't know how many of you people listened to this guy's music growing up, but I did. It means a lot to me. The FNAF 2 song he did was just... I still remember how that one goes to this day. I also like the FNAF 6 one he did more recently, where he it was talking about more the legal and ethical problems with the company rather than the actual animatronics. B tier, I'd say. Solid B. No, you know what? A tier. I don't care. A tier. Kill me. I mean, sue me, not... God, don't kill me, please. I don't want to die. I think that's Random Encounters. These guys are so funny. They're definitely not... I don't want to say they're not as good as these guys. I guess goofier. They're harder to take seriously than these guys, if you can take them seriously at all. Baldi's Basics, the musical, is a classic that will forever live on in my heart. These are the guys that do the musicals, if you don't know them. They do little... They made FNAF the musical. I completely forgot about that. They make musicals for different popular games and IPs. I want to put them in B tier. They're not quite as good as the other ones, but they're still entertaining. Senior Pillow. I think the humor in his animations are a bit dated now. Senior Pillow's animations kind of come from the perfectly cut scream equals funny era. On the contrary though, he has a video called Comedy that I think aged super well. Like, it completely predicted what brain rot is and how humor is nowadays. That video I would recommend watching. It's very interesting. Other than that, I feel like the comedy in his videos have kind of not aged too well. Not that they're offensive, they're just kind of not as funny anymore. Still enjoyable to watch though. I'll put them in B tier. Next we got The Odd Ones Out. I haven't watched his videos in a while. People are saying he kind of fell off after he made the TV series, and I'll take their word for that. His old videos though were very, very entertaining. I'm gonna put him in B tier if we're talking about his peak. Jaden Animations, I'm gonna put in B tier also because she's kind of the same case. I used to think her storytime videos were entertaining, but the ones where she was just talking about Pokemon I thought were kind of boring. Then there's Something Else YT. I remember this guy from that one song he made. I'm gonna put him in B tier. All these guys are kind of they're not really interchangeable, they're all just kind of the same, just with different skins on. They're all storytime animators, is what I'm trying to say, with different skins on. What the fuck does that mean? Meat Canyon. I'm gonna put him in A tier. Feel how you want about him, but he is a very talented animator, one of the best ones of our generation, I'd say. Maybe that's a bit of an overstatement, not the best animator, but he's very talented, and I think he does the best at parodying stuff. He's able to parody what's popular without feeling like trend hopping. If you don't watch Meat Canyon, first of all, I'd recommend it. Second of all, prepare to be traumatized if you choose to watch him. This guy's videos are not for the faint of heart at all. Next we got Oni Plays. Oni Plays, aka... Actually, I was gonna say the guys that made Smiling Friends, but I think only Zach actually made the show. So if you like Smiling Friends, I'd recommend this YouTube channel. One of the guys the guy who voices Charlie is in there and is in some of the videos. They're very entertaining, much like Moist Critical. It kind of feels like you're watching a podcast when you're watching their videos. I've heard people saying that they're better to fall asleep to. They're entertaining, but not exactly the most attention grabbing. I'll put them in B tier again. I guess everyone's B tier now. Next up we got Tomska, aka the guy who made the Astuff movie series. The more I think about Astuff movie, the more I realize how stupid it was. It was like you're watching a joke book that's animated. That's what it was, an animated joke book. There wasn't a very clear storyline or anything. It's just a series of weird, very short comedy sketches that oftentimes just didn't make any sense. I don't know much about the other stuff he did other than that. I'll just put him in B tier. Mark Rober, this guy's pretty cool. I wouldn't quite say S tier, but I think A tier is appropriate for him. He's, I think, an ex-NASA scientist, and he does all the cool, like, inventions. I like the series he did with the anti-porch pirate packages. His videos are always, like, very high effort, I can tell, so I appreciate that about his content. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have Kwebbelkop. If you don't know who Kwebbelkop is, I think he was like a GTA YouTuber before, but then he replaced himself with an AI, and now just makes AI reaction videos where he'll be watching a video, and he'll be like, oh my god, the truck made a crazy explosion, sparks are flying everywhere, very insane. I think it's appropriate to put an AI content creator where an AI content creator belongs, in F tier, also because he's Dutch. Common Belgian W. Ray William Johnson, oh boy. This guy's gonna be kind of hard to rank. Me personally, I don't find him that funny. I think that's kind of the point, that he's not funny. He made Your Favorite Martian, which I used to like, but now I'm starting to realize they're not that great. Now I think he does these weird AI-generated storytime videos for some reason. I'm just now realizing, what did this guy actually do before that? Because I know he made Doing Your Mom, he made Your Favorite Martian, he did all that stuff. I don't know what this guy actually did though, aside from that, as a YouTuber. I just occasionally see videos of him saying some crazy shit on like a video of his from back in the day. I'm gonna put him in C tier. Apologies to any RWJ fans out there. Game Theory. I like Game Theory. I know they've had a lot of misses through their run as a theorist channel. How could you not, if you're talking about so much like complicated lore at a time, you're bound to make a few mistakes. You know what, I'm putting them in A tier. Back when it was first starting, it was a very unique channel. Like, they made educational videos with games that taught you about real world stuff. They made educational videos that didn't feel like educational videos. So I'll give them that point. I think they're still holding up pretty well now, even though they're not quite as good now that MatPat isn't here. Next we got, I think that's supposed to be Kai Cenat. I don't know why he's bald in this picture. I haven't been totally invested in his streams like most people have, but I find the clips from it very entertaining. He's kind of like a modern day version of like a late night talk show host, where he just like has people on and interviews them and has them do crazy stuff. People might disagree with me, but I'll put him in A tier. I'm putting him in A tier because I like the clips. I've never watched a live stream by this guy before. I just watched the clips, not gonna lie. Next we got Ninja. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I don't know why people watch Ninja. Aside from the whole low taper fade thing, I don't think he has really anything going for him at this point. His whole thing back in the day was that he was good at Fortnite, but I think now you kind of need to do more than just being good at a video game in order to get popular, so I think he's kind of not aged too well, his channel. He hasn't had too many controversies aside from him yelling at that one kid. That video was super funny. I don't know, I think he just plays it a bit too safe in a lot of his videos. Like, if he all of a sudden pulled a 180 and started going like, getting like really offensive and stuff out of nowhere, that would be funny. That would be funny, because you wouldn't be expecting it, but I feel like he's kind of predictable. I'm putting him in C tier. The low taper fade meme was funny for a little while, but I think it's finally starting to taper and fade, as you might say. It's not funny, why am I laughing? Next we got Queso. I feel like this guy has one joke that he's been repeating this whole time, but it's still kind of funny. Like, once again, I don't really watch streamers at all, because I don't see a point in watching someone do something for an hour straight if you're not, like, at least in the same room as them. Even though this guy's, I think, is a bit repetitive, I still find him funny. I like the clips. Now we have, I think that's Sketch. I have kind of a bias against this guy, because I had a friend in school last year, and he would just not shut up with the stupid Sketch catchphrases. Like, every day you'd be like, what's up, brother? Tuesday, like, shut up. I never really found him funny. Once again, I've also never seen his streams before, so he might be funny, I don't know. I'm putting him in C tier. I saw him in an ad for sports betting recently, which kind of makes him a bit based. Almost makes me want to move him up to B tier, because now that I know he's pro gambling. Saberspark, I'm really not sure how to feel about him. I used to like his reviews of TV shows and stuff, but the more I watch it, the more I realize he doesn't really add that much to the actual video. He just kind of rehashes stuff. I'm gonna put him in C tier. Next we got, I believe that is Stephen He, aka the emotional damage guy. This guy's shtick has definitely gone old by now. I've seen him appear in some stuff recently. Like on Instagram Reels, I've seen him collab with some people that I follow. But other than that, I think he's kind of, his time has kind of come in terms of relevancy. Back when he was popular, I did think his videos were kind of funny. I'll put him in B tier. He's not mid. He just kind of, his time has passed, you know? Dr. Disrespect. Oh boy. Yeah, we're putting you in F tier, buddy. Even before the whole grooming stuff happened, I wasn't really crazy about his streams. Like, I tried to watch them, and he just seemed kind of rude the whole time. And I know his name's Dr. Disrespect, like that's his whole thing, but he didn't really seem likable. And the character that he played in the videos didn't really seem likable. He just seemed kind of annoying. Maybe it was just the sections I saw. That might not be how he really is. I think that's Ludwig, I think. Hold on, is that him? I might have to do some research. I've seen a bunch of this guy's videos before and I could not remember a single one of them. I'll just put him in B tier because I'm assuming he hasn't done anything illegal. Same case with Ryan Trahan. I've seen a bunch of his videos and I don't remember any of them. We got CG5. I don't know why I didn't group him with the other fan song people. I mean, he's a talented singer, but I feel like, kind of like the Living Tombstone, he tries way too hard to be not really cool. He just tries way too hard to become a meme. Every time something's popular, he has to, like the Ohio meme or the Grimace Shake meme, every time one of those pops up, he has to write a song about it, and then it has to become a trending audio, and then the joke kind of dies after that. Once again, he's a talented guy, but he is kind of annoying. I'll put him in C tier. Is that Jack Doherty? I think I mentioned him earlier. Yeah, F tier Jack Doherty. Don't even need to say anything. He's just really annoying and doesn't really have any redeeming qualities whatsoever. Darman, kind of a weird channel to rank. His videos are just weird. Like, they're not bad. They're a bit, like, the acting in them can be a bit iffy sometimes. It's just, what is even the point? He makes those, like, moral of the story videos where it's like, this guy, bullied a woman and was being misogynistic, instantly regrets it. I'm gonna put Darman in C tier, because there's nothing really wrong with his videos, it's just, why? Next we got, what was this guy, Foot of a Ferret? I wasn't crazy about his video style, but he isn't really doing anything wrong. Much like Darman, I'll put him C tier. Ryan's Toy Reviews, F tier. I cannot wait for the day that Ryan finally, like, becomes independent and, like, speaks on what happened. Like, he tells us about what he experienced being a part of this channel. Because, you know, there's some shady stuff going on behind the scenes at the Ryan's Toy Reviews channel. Yeah, something's gonna come out about that within the next decade, I bet. Next we have Factive or Family Gaming TV. I only know these guys from a couple clips, like the Baldies in the elevator one. They seem like a kid-friendly gaming YouTube channel, and there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with that. They're just kind of cringe. And you know, being cringe these days is just an inexcusable sin, so we're gonna put them in D tier. Shout out the person who made this. I can't find their name anywhere. DevStev20, the person who made this tier list. I added a couple people on there who I knew that weren't on the list. These are all the people who I don't know. If you know any of these YouTubers, I apologize. This is the final official SirSandman YouTuber tier list, aka my opinion on this particular group of individuals here. If you enjoyed watching, make sure to like and subscribe and watch my other videos. If you like this one, like, subscribe, donate money. Actually, I don't think you can donate money. You can buy the channel membership though, which is like donating money every month. It's only $2 a month. Can you believe that? That sounds pretty cheap. Probably spend more than that on like coffee or like whatever other drugs the kids are taking these days. Anyways, see you in the next video. Peace out.